Oh, yes, fellow Nigerians, fellow Africans, and fellow global citizens. This is your show, my show, our show, The Secrets with Ayo Akinshete, the man with the golden voice and the man of the people, giving voice to the voiceless. And of course, that is just what I know how to do best. Now, I did promise you on the last time on this show, or the last time on this show rather, that I was actually going to come on board and give you that much awaited edition of games that nations play. Still on this virus of coronavirus that Donald Trump referred to as the Chinese virus, Wuhan's virus. Many Americans, many allies of America are already castigating China for killing the world little by little. But how does it go? Is it only America that has been reacting over this deadly killer disease? No. What about the church? How does the church see this coronavirus thing? What about Africans, the underdeveloped, and some people say developing, but I don't see all these African nations as developing anyways, except for a few of them like South Africa, like Rwanda. The rest are underdeveloped. How do the citizens of these underdeveloped African nations, particularly Nigeria, see this coronavirus thing? Some say it's blessing in disguise, while some are saying some other things. But I have on the show today a very popular hip-hop singer who's going to be speaking on behalf of the entire African citizens and even the whole Nigerian citizens out there. His name is Rude Boy. You are going to be hearing from him through a video when the time comes. And another man of God who is so popular, he will be speaking, let me not say on behalf of the church, he will be speaking from the angle of the church, while that of the Americans. America, you and I know, everyone knows, including China and the three other permanent members as far as the United Nations organization is concerned. Talking about France, the United Kingdom, and Russia. They all know that America remains the hegemon of the world, the police nation of the world, like the diplomats will say. What does that mean? Meaning that America is the most powerful nation on earth as of today. Militarily, nobody can flex muscle with America. Economy-wise, nobody does it. Then China all of a sudden just came from, the rear and trying, just a couple of years back, trying to flex muscle with America, trying to hold, the baiting with America, trying to push America back to the background and saying, I have arrived, it's my time. So many international political analysts are saying, seeing it from that perspective. Is it true? What are the Americans saying? You are going to be watching everything on some visuals, some videos I have in stock for you today. Maybe we should just do it this way, okay? Let's just see the very first video, of what the Nigerians are saying. How are they seeing coronavirus and our leaders who are not doing what they are supposed to be doing? Rude Boy, give it to me.
Yeah, what up, people? They call me Rude Boy. Shout out to Plantation Boys for this song, man. You know why? It's all about them virus and dedicated to the government. Are you ready? Let's go. If life was a thing that the money could buy, the rich won't believe in and the poor would die. A living dog is better than a dead liar. Thank God you got your life, who like to lie. If life was a thing that the money could buy, the rich would live and the poor would die. A living dog is better than a dead liar. Thank God you got your life. Yeah. They say me puna build good hospital, puna know the here, puna don't the here. We want una una don't they see as the thing they be. You don't feel trouble again and go to hospital abroad. So now we all go there for this place, go suffer for this place, we go die for this place, yeah.
This road boy guy will not kill me. Yes. Is it lying or is it for real? Anyways, let's not take much of our time. What about the church? Let's hear from the man of God.
Is the coronavirus part of God's plan to wake us up? I am careful about definitively saying what God is doing by any particular thing, because I have lived long enough to see people misrepresent God in crises like this. I remember 9/11, and they said that God was trying to purge New York, and people are always quick to speak on what God is doing. But the truth of the matter is, I don't know whether it is part of God's plan to wake us up, but I do know that the coronavirus is waking us up. Yeah. I don't know whether he sent it or whether he allowed the enemy to send it for whatever reason. But I know that one of the benefits of the burden of the coronavirus is that it is waking us up. How is it waking us up? It's waking us up in a lot of ways. It's waking us up that the silly bickering we have been doing for the last decade now seems foolish in the face of a real attack. It is waking us up to appreciate the walk of faith in a way that we didn't appreciate it before. See, now you're fighting wanting to come to church, but before, when you could come, you were staying at home in the bed. And some of the very people who are complaining about not having church weren't half coming when we could have church. Come on, talk to me for a minute, somebody. It is waking up, because sometimes we don't appreciate something until it is pulled back from us. And when it is pulled back from us, we have a deeper appreciation. It is waking us up to the perspective that we must bring our church experience into our house. Yeah, it's waking us up to the experience that we must read our Bibles.
Wow. You hear that? The man of God just talked about the Bible. Coronavirus has really pushed many of us to go back to our Bible and all of that. Fantastic. Yes. And to the Americans. Let's hear from this wonderful lady what many Americans believe right now, and even the allies of America. And there is this question before we watch that video. Flying around town, why has this coronavirus thing been affecting mainly or majorly the allies of America, and leaving aside the allies of China, in a way, narrowing it down to North Korea, Russia, we all should know what I'm trying to say. Let me not be judgmental in this first part of Games That Nations Play. I am actually going to come back after this whole video. Or let me say, okay, in the next edition, which is going to be Games That Nations Play Part 2, you shall be hearing me talk now as a professional. I will talk to us about, I react to all of these comments and all of that, and little things we need to know about what transpires at the international political system. We need to be educated about this. The secrets is always there. The best show.
Hi, this is Brigitte Gabrielle. Every American needs to know that China is not our friend. Think back to November when Americans were preparing for the Christmas season filled with Black Friday sales and Chinese-produced goods. While we were celebrating our record-breaking economy and the incredible success of Donald J. Trump by spending big on spreading holiday joy, the communist government in China was covering up a future pandemic. That's right. Reports show that China knew about the virus as early as November 17th, and they chose to cover it up rather than warn the world of another potential Chinese-born pandemic. Would a country that is your friend put the entire global population at risk? Absolutely not. China has proven time and time again that they are not a trustworthy country or government. Why would we ever expect them to be? After all, this is a government that mandates abortion, puts their people in work camps, imprisons journalists, and bans all content not approved by the communist government. This isn't the first time China's irresponsible nature as a country has put the entire world at risk too. The Asian flu in 1956 killed between 1 and 4 million people worldwide. SARS in 2002 infected 8,098 people and killed 774 in 17 countries. 11 years later, H7N9 or bird flu emerged to infect at least 1,223 people and kill 4 out of every 10 of them. All of these originated in, you guessed it, China. Unfortunately, the Chinese virus of today has already infected 245,859 people worldwide and has killed 10,047 people, with those numbers rising every day. Because of how widespread the virus was prior to the global community having knowledge of it and the contagious nature of the virus, it is expected that 1 in every 5 Americans will become infected with the Chinese virus. The worst part is, it's possible that this global pandemic could have been mitigated if China were honest, but now we will never know. And the only way China will ever clean up their act and stop infecting the world with their pandemics is if we hold them accountable for their reckless lies and thoughtless actions. We need to ask all of our elected officials to investigate China and hold them accountable for their crimes against humanity. China is...
I am short of words by the analysis of this lady. Let me not preempt what I'm going to be dishing out during the next edition. Of course, is titled Games That Nations Play, Part 2, and the final part on this one. America, China. Please, are you playing games with the lives, millions of lives or billions of lives of the global citizens? If yes is the answer, please, for God's sake, please stop it. Stop it. You want to be number 1, you want to be number 2, as far as the nations of the world is concerned. Please do that, and not at the expense of our precious lives. Anyways, till next time on this show, your man with the golden voice, Ayo Akinshete, saying keep fit and please watch out for all those safety tips advised by medical experts. Stay home until WHO, World Health Organization, declares the global society fit, for us to move around as usual and as before. Before then, I want to say God bless you. Bye bye.